What's happening, guys? I really have no idea how long this video is going to be. I don't plan on it being a long one. Not that it really matters. If you're going to watch it, you're going to watch it, right? But, so I want to talk about a few things, and also the possibility of our upcoming field trip to Macdonald's. And I decided that's what I'm going to call it, refer to it as from now on. Not because I'm afraid of them, not because I'm overly worried or paranoid, but, the things that I've been talking about lately. From now on, I'm going to be calling it our field trip to McDonald's. So, regardless of how you feel about the horrible and evil fast food industry, for those of you who have caught the last few videos, well, now you know the terms. And even in this video, I'm going to try to swear less, which is basically a way to give me a speech impediment. Wow, this is going to be really hard. I really don't think I know how to do a video, and I'm not kidding right now. I'm not even saying this to be funny, but I've never really considered doing a video without swearing. This is why I don't do interviews. Not that anybody ever asked me to do them, and I'm cool with that because I think I would honestly hate that. As productive as I think they are for some people, it's just that, stuff like that has never really been my cup of tea. I'm kind of I do what I do alone. Anyway, I'm rambling, but I always do appreciate the guts and the courage that it takes to get online and do a live interview. It's just it's something, again, it's just not for me. So I'm glad. I realize that we all have our strengths and our weaknesses, and I can already tell that it's just not one of my strengths. So I'm happy to be doing what I'm doing, which is talking about this upcoming field trip to McDonald's. And there's going to be some other things I'm going to refrain from saying, because the reason I'm doing this video in general and talking about this in itself is probably going to get me even more shadow banned. But the stuff that's going on right now, not only just in my personal life, but with the channel, and I'm just going to talk from a channel standpoint. I don't know if I'm one of the only ones who can see it, but even when I just did a short music, I put out a song, it wasn't even really a video, it was just a snippet from a song. And by the next day, they had already removed every single like that I've gotten. And maybe I'm the only one who can see that they removed all of them. But I could actually take, for those of you who don't believe me, if you think I'm at all exaggerating, I will actually put together a slide, a slideshow of my of screenshots. I'm actually going to start screenshotting what's going on. And I shouldn't have to do that, but it's if there's anybody out there who thinks that I'm exaggerating about how much my account is being tampered with, it's my whole account has been hacked. And that should be illegal to fuck with somebody's YouTube page. Personal, private info like that. And I know, you put something on the internet, it's the property of the internet, blah, blah, blah. That's horseshit, because nowhere, at no time did we ever sign anything at the beginning of it all saying, hey, we consent to completely having our privacy invaded. It's total garbage is what it is. It's garbage, as we say in Boston. And these people are garbage. Just pure trash. And anyone who can do this to a group of people who are otherwise caring and empathetic and would really be the ones that would actually want for real change and be a part of that and get out of this horrible prison. Wow, this, again, I did not expect it to be this hard making a video without swearing. Wow. Should have thought, I didn't even think of that until I started recording. I'm you know what, I'm going to take out the swears and, see if this video is a better shot at getting out. Because, again, that last one, I know that must have been the last few videos have probably been the most important videos I've ever done. And I know I've said that before, but every time I think something's the most important, along comes another one. And it seems to me like they really don't want us talking about this or doing this. Because I've never gotten this much, I've never had this much tampering with my channel in my entire life. I didn't even think they could go to the lengths that they have. Totally just petty nonsense is all that it really is. My subscriber count's now dropping because I occasionally find out I'm unsubscribed from channels that I've been subscribed to for a while, wondering, hey, I wonder why they haven't posted a video lately. Well, that's because I got unsubscribed against my wishes and had to resubscribe. And I've had to do this several times with several different channels. And also those channels just so happen to be people I think actually have a lot of real power within them that they're going to unlock as they go. Whether or not we take this field trip to Macdonald's or not. But please see that last video. It had something to do with work together or wait to die. In fact, that was the title, work together or wait to die, ? And that one, I know they don't want you watching. Because what I did is I cut right to the chase. I'm just so sick of the runaround with everything. I'm sick of the carrot and stick. I'm sick of the synchronicity. And, oh, what does this mean? And what does that mean? And when are we going to get our powers? And when is this going to happen? And I just cut right through all the bullshit and went right for the finish line. And that's honestly exactly what I did. And they don't like that. And not only have I had living real-life proof right in front of my face beyond any kind of proof that you could ever want that this entire reality is manipulated and controlled. And it can literally, like, this thing is like a gigantic parasite that can basically get into anyone or anything. And they can control reality, literally, with the click of a button. That's the way that it seems, or the turning of a dial. They can twist and bend this experience when you go against what they want. They can do some really bad stuff. So I at the same time, try to not get too cocky about it. I still really keep my guard up more than anything. But I just really think this is some serious BS. And again, I have all the proof that I need that I'm somebody who is really targeted, like 100% targeted for real. It doesn't mean I'm the only one. But I've seen all I need to see in that arena. So anybody who thinks that I'm exaggerating or being overly paranoid, just take the next boat out to who the heck knows where. Yeah, you know what I probably would have said if so I don't have a lot as far as plans go. I just wanted to say that and let others know, because apparently it turns out that I was getting some messages that were also deleted from my inbox before the comment was deleted, or vice versa sometimes, that people are getting, like, they're not even able to leave a comment. They're getting blocked immediately. And a lot of people also didn't get notified. I got some texts and some emails. They didn't get notified of my last video. That one in particular. So I would say let's go take a look in that direction. And I'm not saying that to boost my views. It has nothing to do with that at all. This is not about YouTube fame or anything like that, because I could care less. In fact, I'm actually now also doing this video to come up with plans to move somewhere else. I'm thinking about Odyssey. I don't really like it. I was very happy with YouTube originally. It's a very efficient app to use to get your stuff out there. And that's why they know that we're going to go here. They know we're going to do this here a lot of the time. And I have to say, just a lot of other channels, I actually think they've used what's going on here to get YouTube famous. I really do. I think that they're narcissists in disguise, and I think that they use this whole awakening thing to get fame. And they sold out completely. And I'm honestly disgusted with them, but I'm not going to go much further with that because they know who they are. And I'm not talking about anybody in particular, but I can think of several channels out there that have way too many views to be telling the truth. And they don't deal with what I deal with. Chances are they don't deal with what you deal with. even if you think you have a really small channel, chances are you're being suppressed. You would have had a lot more views, you would have had a lot more subscribers, you would have had a lot more likes and hits and whatever and comments, but they block you on purpose. The washing machine's going right now, if anybody hears some noise in the background. So they do this to us on purpose, and there's a lot of reasons for it. It's a very spirit-breaking experience. It's very petty, and it's very stupid. But they do this so that we think that we don't have a shot. So that, like, say if one of your comments gets blocked, they do that also so that I'll think, or you'll think rather, that I don't like you or something, or I've been ignoring you. And I don't even want to know how many comments just go invisible to me that are right there in the open that I can't see through my account. I've gone back through older videos and refreshed the comment section, and I've realized, holy crap, I missed a lot of comments. I don't get notified. They block my inbox, they delete the comments, they erase my subscribers, they erase sometimes every like that I get on a video, and I have to start over from zero. The only remaining like being my own, because then I'm like, I do that, I'm like, I want my stuff to get out there, so... And I don't tell people to hit the like button, but you want to see what they're really doing? Everybody hit the like button on this video right now. Every single one of you watching this video, I don't care what your reason, hit the like button right now. And let's see. If this, now that this is why it's important to call it out, because I've noticed sometimes when you do call it out, things will reappear. They're not going to do something drastic, I don't think, and shut the entire channel down, not just yet, because then... that would be like a holy crap, people know, you'd know basically that I am definitely telling you the truth, and I'm one of the only ones out there that is giving it to you completely straight. And if they were to do something drastic, arrest me, take my channel down, whatever, you'd be like, okay, now we know that this guy's the real deal. So they're not going to do that. They're just going to use these little tricks in between, make it like they do. This is basically like a shadow of what they do to us in real life. It's never anything like seriously crazy over the top. Like they won't just come out and kill us all. Or like I said, throw us on hamster wheels and hook us up to a wiring system and say, run. They won't do that. They need to pick at you in little ways that look like they're really insignificant, so that way you get humiliated, you doubt yourself, you feel small, you feel insignificant. You think that you have no friends. You think you're just this loser and you're anything but. This is their entire game that I'm telling you about right now. They don't do this in over-the-top ways that are obvious, because then you wouldn't have to suffer alone. Their goal is to cut you off, to make you feel small, ashamed, worthless, and like you literally have nothing and no gifts to offer the world at all. Not even offer the world, but to do something about what we're in. You do have the power to do it. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to spell Macdonalds, because that's what I'm talking about. I'm not even going to give them the chance to be like, oh, that's a copyright. And no, I'm not going to do this in every video, but because I want people to go back and look at the last couple videos I've done, I'm doing another one that hopefully has a better chance of getting past YouTube's algorithms, if that's what's going on. I know there's actually people that are hired. They're not really people to me, but let's just call them that, because whatever. But they sit in these offices and they get paid to do this, to harass. They get paid to target. They get paid to put on skits. They get paid. They have apps and stuff like that that we don't know about. Drive past this person's house and honk 3 times, or, mow this lawn, or whatever they do. They do all this weird stuff that's just plain weird, and it's done in a very mundane way. It's all done. It's supposed to be disguised unless you know what to look for. I remember they did a Sherlock Holmes movie. It was the one with Jude Law. He was in it. And the guy was about to get stabbed or something, and he caught his arm, and his partner, Watson's like, how'd you do that? How'd you see that? And it was a tiny little glass knife. Like, you couldn't even see it. And he just said, because I was looking for it. He knew what to look for. So they, like, all the ways that they're doing this to us, these jerks who are getting paid to harass and paid to stalk and paid to do all this online harassment and cover up BS. I'm not going to get into all of it because I just don't want to right now. My mind isn't in that place to go over all the specifics. But and there's channels that seriously explain this a lot better than I am. But everything that entails, the energy weapons, the neural monitoring, whatever, the online harassment, the shadow banning, all of it. If you're shadow banned, you don't wonder, you don't think, what if, you know. You don't feel like you're making assumptions. You just flat out know because you see it all the time. They don't want us to communicate. They want all of us at each other's throats thinking, you know, he's wrong and she's wrong and I'm right and you have no idea how powerful I am. I'll destroy you in the astral realm, blah, blah, blah. They want these fights. They want the bickering. They want us doubting ourselves, doubting each other, not thinking that we have any power to do anything. They want you thinking and blaming yourself, thinking that if you just constantly do more and more inner work, you'll get somewhere. And the real fact of the matter is you did nothing wrong. None of us did. We have nothing left to prove. We have nothing left to do. We're not here to learn lessons. We're not here to spiritually grow or develop. This place is a prison, and it's as simple as that. And we need to get out. Whatever that means, whatever that takes, I say we do it. And I see the Stockholm syndrome amongst soul travelers. I mean, it's insane. And I'm not saying all of you, or I'm not even pinpointing any single one of you, but like I was in it, and I think a lot of us were in it, and it takes a lot to admit that you fell for some bullcrap. Chasing the synchronicity. Basically, like I said, just thinking because you haven't gotten more out of this that there must be more inner work left to do. If you want to do that, keep doing it. I think it's a natural process for us because we're otherwise really awesome beings. Inherently, we have nothing to prove here. There's nothing this place can teach us that we don't already know. We've already experienced suffering in many other lifetimes. We already know all of these laws. That's why a lot of us, if you haven't noticed, were actually really good moral children. And then what happened? This world stepped in and had its say. And that's what messed us up. We already knew all of this stuff. We've already beaten all the games. We are already the most amazing, incredible, powerful forces in the entire all of existence. What more do I need to say about that? Whether or not you believe that is totally up to you, but I believe it about me, and I know that together we can really do something. I know we can. Even if it's not just the field trip to Macdonalds. But I'm telling you right now, my channel is under heavy, heavy fire and heavy surveillance, and this is not a joke. And I'm not being overly paranoid. I'm not exaggerating in the slightest bit. They don't want my words getting out. And I don't know how much longer I'm going to have on YouTube. From the way that things look right now, probably not very long. And I'm not happy about that because, like I said, I originally really liked using YouTube. And if I go to some other platform, they know that they're waiting for people to do this, to think the answer is on some other site. They can literally watch you no matter where you are. You are under 24/7 surveillance, whether or not you have a camera or a phone or a TV, or you use this platform or that app or this website. They watch you every single place that you go, every single moment of every single day of every single minute of every single second. And that's the truth. So it's like I'm not going to play their game. I'm going to keep trying to do it my way. I'm not going to play their game like, oh, I just need to get on a different site where it's more private. No, that will be overrun too, probably before any of us know it. And even if it's not, they can still see everything that you can do, and they can still F with you. I think getting out of here, getting through this, whatever that means to each of us, going home, whatever that means to each of us, is going to take serious, drastic action. Action, movement, words, intention, and more action. Creativity, heart, integrity. It's going to take all those things. It's either that or, because I really truly see what this is. This whole fabricated illusion reality. An illusion's an illusion, no matter how convincing it is. It doesn't matter how real it looks, how good it tastes, how much you can touch and feel it and hear it and experience it. An illusion is an illusion, and this is an illusion. So it doesn't matter what the external says is true. An illusion's an illusion. The whole thing's a lie. So all that matters is you and me and what we do. Nothing else matters outside of that, as far as I know. An illusion's an illusion. So, like I said, I see it, and what's going to continue to happen if we don't make plans, if we don't make forward progress, if we don't look for real solutions. Again, everyone has the right to decide, hey, I'm just going to wait to die. I'm just going to serve out my sentence. That's your right. That's perfectly fine if you want to do that, but I'm not doing that. Not yet. But what this all is, all these channels, a lot of them aren't real, but even the ones that are, it is just a non-stop circular, you know what. If you saw the last video, you know what I'm talking about. It's going to go on and on and on until the internet doesn't even exist anymore. People talking about how powerful we are and how powerful you are, how powerful I am, how powerful we all are, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, I know, you're so powerful, I'm so powerful. All right, let's wait till the next video and talk about this all over again. Oh, these NPCs, oh, these HPBs, oh, all these demons and these jerks in Hollywood and stuff, and the reptilians and the archons and the loosh. It's literally just going to keep going in circles, like a whirlpool, swirling and swirling and swirling. That part of the internet is going to go on as long as it needs to until people snap the hell out of it for real. And it's not doing an ounce of good, really. It brought people together, but we haven't gone anywhere since. This is just what it is, too. Like, don't even get mad at me for just calling it out. It's the elephant in the room, and you all know it, and I know it. Anyone who's being honest with themselves probably knows it. Whether or not they want to acknowledge it and do something about it is a totally, completely different story. It's the elephant in the room. I don't see that ever slowing down. People are just going to keep doing that. Oh, it's them. Oh, it's us. It's them. It's me. It's like so psychopathic. It's like, it's actually like a psychosis that like we're all trapped in and we need to get out of it. It doesn't end. It was very fruitful to discuss and relieving to discuss in the beginning. But now it's like, okay, we know all this already. We know we're powerful. We know that they're NPCs. We know that this is an illusion. It's not real. Reality's a lie. So we're going to take a field trip to Macdonald's or what?